Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Saturday, and we are going to do what I'm going to call a weekend update edition today. We haven't really put a video out this week because it's been really busy, but a lot of things happened this week, and we're going to give you some updates on some of the things that have been going on in this neck of the woods of the Philippines. So without further delay, let's get today's episode underway. Now, before we get too deep into today's episode, I just want to give an update, because this is the weekend update. I want to give you an update on some of the stuff that's going on inside the raised bed garden back here. And I want to take advantage of the chainsaw in the background not making all that noise. I have a feeling we're going to hear that all day long. We'll talk about that in just a moment, like I said. Let's take a look inside the garden. Now, I still don't know what this plant is. You guys said papaya. I don't think it's papaya. This is papaya. I want you to see the branch on papaya. It's a green branch. I have another papaya. I planted most of my papaya. Here's another one. You see this one right here? It has a nice green branch inside here. And the leaves are just a little bit different. If you look at the difference between this leaf and this leaf here, this almost looks like a maple, I still don't know what it is. You guys sent in a bunch of good suggestions of what you think it is, and I still don't know what it is. So we're going to just kind of leave it doing its own thing, and we'll go here a little bit further. I want you to look at the pepper plants back here. The pepper plants have lots of blossoms. Kind of walk back here to the pepper plant. And as you can see, oh, this guy right over here. Look at all the blossoms here. Now this is the long peppers that's used for sinigang. And then we have some red bell peppers. And that's those over in that area right there. Everything is doing really good back here. I want you to look at the peppercorn plant back here. And again, here's some of the peppercorn. Look at the peppercorn back there. Yeah. So it's actually, can you see that? There's the peppercorn. And it's doing great as well. Everything is doing great. I think May shows a big spurt in growth of anything that you put down. Of course, our Jurassic Park lemon tree right next door to the raised bed garden with these huge lemons. There's so many of these things, and I'm getting new blossoms. It seems almost daily I'm getting all these. Ooh, that's a big bee right there. Let him do his thing, because he kind of helps with the pollination. You see, so many. We're going to have lemonade all through the summer, I think, just from this one tree right here. And my tomato plants. I want you to look at the tomato plants. I got a lot of the blossoms on here, which will turn into tomatoes here soon. We could use more full-time sun back here, because tomatoes should be in uninterrupted sunlight, and we do get some shade on and off back here, but they're doing fine. We'll just keep an eye. I have 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. And of course back here, these are the cashew tree. Remember, I pulled some of the cashew nuts down and I planted some cashews back here. There's one there. This one's not doing quite as good, but one of them over here is doing really good. Let's see if I can. Oh, this guy right here. And if you're wondering what these little things are, these are my little plantings. I took clippings off of our pomegranate. I ate some pomegranate yesterday. Oh, maybe we can talk about that later on. I don't know if we're going to have time for that. But I have a lot of people that are asking me, I would like to have that pomegranate plant. Can you give me a clipping? So that's what you do. That's what people do here in the Philippines. What they do is they give gifts of pieces of their own garden. They take clippings, they get it started, they put them in the bag, and then you give it as a gift to your friends and family. Now back over here in this corner, I started some new pineapple plants. Now these are from the suckers that were on side of that pineapple that we used for that smoothie a couple of weeks ago. Remember, it had, I think, 4 suckers right here. And then the main that was on the top of it, I replanted it back inside the garden over here. Oh, this is the Michelle pineapple. The Michelle pineapple is almost ready. As a matter of fact, Michelle is coming by tonight and bringing her daughter, and they're going to go swimming inside the swimming pool. Anyway, this This is the top from the pineapple that we ate before. So we have 5, the 4 over there, and this one making 5. So 1 pineapple plant will make 5 more pineapples in the future. Let's take a quick look at the front yard. And remember, we did an episode on putting down organic fertilizer, which was a mixture of the rice hull and the chicken manure. And as you can see, this is the result. Look how beautiful the grass is getting in the front yard and in the backyard as well. But it's so noisy back there, I'm using the house to kind of block a lot of the noise. But you can see how well this is doing. And the irrigation, we have lots of irrigation heads all over. See if I can find where our irrigation, oh, one right here. You can see the irrigation head. We have about 5 irrigation heads out here, and they keep this watered because bluegrass, which is what type of grass we have here, it really likes to stay wet. It likes to have a lot of moisture during the real hot seasons here inside the Philippines. Let's find a good shady spot back here, back by the Bahay Kubo. So anyway, I told you today was weekend update, and I want to give you some updates because there's some really good news about things going on here in the Philippines. I know you see back in the US the success rate with the rollout of the vaccinations, and everybody kept saying over here, well, when is the Philippines going to see the vaccination? Well, anyway, the vaccines are here. There are vaccines, and they're doing the same thing that they did back in the US. They're going on a priority system. You know, you decide who's the most vulnerable. Sorry about that noise again, but that's a topic that we're going to talk about here in just a moment. Anyway, the vaccine, let's talk about the vaccine. The vaccine is rolling out, and they're prioritizing it for mainly people who have pre-existing conditions and senior citizens, people like me, and even me being over here. I am eligible for the vaccine. As a matter of fact, I'm filling out the paperwork right now that we're going to submit to our barangay, and when we submit that, we'll be put inside that list of people who will be getting the vaccine here shortly. So that's really good news. Okay, I'm really trying to find a place that's as quiet as possible away from that chainsaw noise. Anyway, there's some more good news that I want to share with you, and it has to do with those who are intending or deciding or thinking about retiring inside the Philippines. As you know, we are sort of a spokesman for the Philippine Retirement Authority program called the SRRV, the Special Resident Retirement Visa. That's a great way for those who qualify to be able to retire in the Philippines and become a permanent resident without using something like the traditional 13A or the 13G. It gives you some flexibility and it gives you some conveniences that you don't normally get with some of the other visas that you would get if you wanted to retire here in the Philippines. Well, anyway, I just received an update from our contact at the Philippine Retirement Authority, who is one of the managers up there, and always lets us know what's the latest update on it, because we are always getting questions either through comment section or people email us directly here on what is the status of the SRRV, because it has been basically on a lockdown and when I say lockdown, unavailable for application, and it has to do with a couple of factors. One has to do mainly, as you know, with the pandemic, but the other one has to do with the influx of people who really probably shouldn't have the visa, and that's another story for another day. But the good news, let's get to that. Let's cut to the chase. The good news is they are reopening up the application process starting this Monday. I don't know what today's date is. Today is like the 18th or the 19th or 18th. I don't know. It's like around the 18th of May, and Monday, whatever Monday is, whether it's the 19th or the 20th or whatever, I don't know. When you're retired, you don't really follow the days of the week anymore. But this Monday, they are reopening for applications, particularly if you are 50 years and older. The application process is open for you if you want to take advantage of that visa process. It's a great program. So anyway, that's good news for this weekend. I think I startled her. She wasn't expecting to be on. Anyway, another thing I wanted to talk about was an event that just happened here recently, and it happened on May 12th. May 12th, we had a we had a big earthquake, a major earthquake of a magnitude of 5.8. Not on the land, just out to sea, just south of us. Between us and down like you're going towards Palawan. But it wasn't that far off the coast of Luzon, off of Batangas, and 5.8 is it's a pretty big event, and we felt it here. We noticed it right away. It was at 9:10 in the morning, and we were, where were we? We were sitting somewhere. Oh, I remember now. We were sitting right there on the back porch, and the entire house, everything, including the table we were sitting at, it started shaking left and right. And but I checked and we didn't have any damage, and it seems like everything was okay. I'm not sure about anybody closer to the epicenter, but good thing that it was out to sea, because normally those events out to sea don't really do too much damage. 5.8. And how do I remember 5/12 so much, May 12 so much? Because it was also another big event. And that event didn't have to do with any type of seismic activity, or did it? It was our anniversary, Ness and I's anniversary. We celebrated our 19th anniversary. So I guess a big shout out to me and Ness for our anniversary on that day. As a matter of fact, I put up a nice banner up inside the happy anniversary banner inside the living room, and she won't let me take it down. We can't even watch TV right now. She says, leave it up another day, leave it up another day. She's happy about that. So that was another big event this week. One more thing that I want to share with you this morning, and it's an upcoming event that's going to happen here in just a little bit. Occasionally we get contacted by people who have businesses, or they have family members that are in the US, or themselves, they are the family member inside a foreign country. And they just reach out to us either about asking about properties inside of our subdivision, or that they just enjoy watching the videos that we produce here on My PI Dream. And sometimes they send us gifts. They have such kindness inside their heart that they send us gifts. And such is the case for today. We are expecting to be visited by the sister of I guess it's a young man. I don't really know his age. I'm going to say young man because I'm pretty much older than everybody that comes to visit us here. And his name is Aldrin Perez. And his family, they own and operate and market something that's called like coffee liqueurs. It's a liqueur company that you can make it to add to your coffee, or you can just drink it straight. I looked at their site. They sent me the link to their website, and it's a huge organization, a huge, very big business that has to do with these specialty liqueurs. And Aldrin is sending his sister here today. His sister's name is Kleng, and I just got a text message from her that says they're on the way. They're in Lyre proper, so they'll be coming here real soon. And I think they're coming bearing some gifts from Aldrin, because Aldrin, I think he likes some of our videos on My PI Dream. So that will be coming soon. So let me go ahead and get this battery charged up so that we make sure that we have 100% battery when we get that visit, because we might be doing some really neat stuff, like making some drinks, early morning drinks, maybe with some coffee and some different type of liqueurs, and we'll talk about that when they get here. I think I heard something. That might be our visitors. Let me go. Let's go out. Let's go outside and greet our visitors. Ah, kamusta?
Mabuti. Kamusta po?
Ah, come on. Come on in.
Thank you for seeing us.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy to see you guys. Come on in.
Thank you.
Come on in. Hey guys, come on in. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, I told your brother we were going to put you on video today. So anyway, you are Kleng. You're the sister.
Uh-huh.
You're the sister. And
yes.
so Anyway, I'm gonna bring the camera just a little bit closer. And before you go showing all these wonderful gifts you brought out here, I'm gonna stand next to you over here so we can all be inside here. So your family runs a business that specializes in liqueurs.
Yes.
Can you talk about your business just a little bit?
Okay. It started with my great grandfather. He's known as Maestrong Torio because he's a teacher. He's a lambanag aficionado, and he's a jack of all trades during his time. Yes. And in the early 90s to mid 90s, 1900s. Yes. He worked with the Italian priest. Yes.
Was over here like a missionary or?
No. There were Italian priests stationed in San Jose.
In San Jose.
Yes, and he was the one assisting them. So from early morning till night, he was with them, and he saw how this Italian priest enjoyed after meal drinks. Yes, but they improvised using local produce like the calamansi with lambanog. Instead of limoncello.
Is that like wine? It's like a...
Lambanog is coconut
it's
wine?
Coconut wine.
Yeah, coconut
wine.
vodka.
Vodka.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's how it started. Grandmother, she's the one who told us that he saw how his father infused the lambanog with chico to mellow down the harsh aroma and the taste of the lambanog. Yeah, and then every night he sipped lambanog with chico. Yeah, and then also he put some calamansi like limoncello. We don't have lemons that time, so he uses calamansi.
Oh, I love calamansi.
Yeah. But this version is like limoncello. It's not sour.
Oh,
The other variants, yes.
So many gifts here. Oh, so
yeah.
This is huge. This is
That
huge
is
right
Kaping
here.
Barako, because Kaping Barako or coffee was history-wise, it was planted in Lipa, Batangas, the first coffee trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we are huge Barako fans here.
Okay.
Yeah. Every morning we make coffee. Every morning we get because it's a big Batangas. It's a Batangas thing, and it's great. It's a very good, robust coffee, and it's very inexpensive. And I would compare it with all the best really high grade coffees around the world, whether it be Colombian, Arabian coffee. It's very, very good coffee. We're really lucky that we're here in Batangas that we can take advantage of that.
Yes.
But we get ours from the market, the wet market in Lipa.
Yes.
Yeah, we order that, and we get very big bags of it.
That's where we buy the Kaping Barako.
Kaping Barako.
Yes, that we're using. Yeah. We source it from the small farmers. To encourage them to continue cultivating Kaping Barako. Yes. And this one is cacao or chocolate.
Oh, I know chocolate.
Yes.
Well, we had a cacao tree, and it was doing so good. But you see where the waterfall is there for our swimming pool.
Wow.
When we put the waterfall in, the cacao was in the footprint, so we had to move it. And unfortunately, we lost our cacao. But I want to get another one because I looked at the process. And it's really not that difficult to make chocolate from cacao.
Yes.
So so we have
the chocolate.
25%.
Yes. I also source the cacao from Lipa Wet Market. And this one is the ginger. This is our bestseller during the pandemic. Yes. This is our herbal liquor.
You gave us the recipe.
Yes, I brought the brochure.
With the recipe because
Yes.
we don't know how to use liquor.
Ginger. Now, ginger, I have never heard ginger in a liqueur.
Oh, okay.
So what's the favorite, probably the favorite recipe for the mix with?
Mango, ginger
preferably
fizz.
just on the rocks.
On the rocks.
Yes,
Oh,
or
I can
chilled.
see.
Oh, this
I
Yes.
think maybe we
Ginger,
might have to try that
straight
tonight.
up.
Okay, and this one. Are you familiar with Chico?
Chico, we have Chico.
Okay.
We have two Chico trees, but they're small. They're only small right now.
Okay, this is from the native Chico.
Oh.
Yeah, because the native Chico, the aroma or the essence is much stronger than the big ones. Yeah. And this is the calamansi.
Oh, calamansi. Oh.
We source it from the backyard farmers. Yes. Yes.
Well, this is awesome that you're using all these different native fruits that inside here to be able to make these different liqueurs.
And then this is the mango.
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 Oh, again.
I'm using the Carabao variety. It's the sweetest one.
I know this is great on the eyes.
Yes.
Let's see this. The mango. Ginger fizz. Mango and ginger together.
Oh.
And by the way, it's 25% alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will be. I don't drink.
Oh, okay. I can mix something for you.
But we can bring her to the bar downstairs.
Samples for you to taste. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just get my bag.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so what we're doing now, we're actually going to partake in some sample tasting. I think this is always my favorite when I go to like vineyards and go to distilleries, and at the very end of the tour usually, which I hope this isn't the end of the tour, because I hope you stay for a while. I want to talk a little bit more about your family business here. But I think we're going to do some samples.
This Moscato flavor to the most intense.
Oh my.
Well, you know what?
I think we should start with the
Every
intense.
single thing you brought today
It's good.
is good.
Oh, thank you.
Everything. So your
What do you
recommendation? What's your
Let's
recommendation?
start first with the mango.
Oh.
Yeah, because this one, it has the most subtle taste.
Tapos, ang gagawin.
Cheers.
Tikman niyo po muna.
This is mango.
That's the most subtle flavor that we have. It's all natural.
I don't think she'll be able to drink more than one of these.
I like sweet.
Okay.
Then I can drink a lot. Depending it's
You can
juice.
taste the mango.
Oh,
Taste the alcohol. Very smooth.
It's not harsh on your nose, right?
No.
Yeah, it's
Very good. I like that.
napansin.
I drink this.
Cleansing the palate.
Cleansing the.
And the next one's your favorite, the Chico.
Chico.
So, by the time this is done, I'm already
Drunk.
ready to
Well, you know what they say.
do the same.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world right now, so it's okay to have a drink.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Chico.
And this is Chico.
Yes.
Can I just have a sip from yours? Did you know?
Sige po, sige. Later na lang po.
Just a sip from yours, Tess. I can't remember.
Okay. Okay.
Tastes like Chico.
Tastes like Chico.
Yeah.
Tastes just like Chico. Yeah. Very good. I know this is going to be one of my favorites. I love calamansi. You know, we have several calamansi trees that really a lot of calamansi every single year.
Oh, it goes in my nose. Oh,
Well, probably because of the citrus.
yeah.
After a fatty meal, very good for cleansing.
25%.
Yeah, that's 25.
This will be especially good over the rocks. I know.
Yes. And then now for the ginger.
Oh, the ginger.
Yeah, that is quite intense
I like
for
that.
some. Oh yeah.
You should have been here on our anniversary day. That's the way she could have these drinks on anniversary day.
I like this.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, I like that. It's like salabat.
Yes.
Like salabat dates. But then with alcohol.
Yeah. You should try that with lemon. Squeeze of lemon. It's much better. Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
So far, I would drink every one of these.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And what I like also is all the different recipes. The recipes that you have for the drink mixes, the drink mixes, and and a lot of these can be done with coffee because I like an after dinner drink. Like normally what I drink is Bailey's.
Yes, yes.
I'll have Bailey's with some coffee that we have.
You should try our coffee with
coffee.
milk. And now for the chocolate.
Oh, this is
I should shake this.
this
really
is
hard.
definitely an after dinner drink right here. Ah, yeah.
You should shake this vigorously because there's separation of the cocoa butter and the cocoa powder. Yes, this is really from the cacao.
This is good.
I knew she would like that. She likes chocolate.
Yeah.
That's good news.
It's like chocolate, but then they put that alcohol. I don't drink, but I would be able to drink.
And now for the kaping barako.
Ayan.
It's already open.
So this is like the premiere. This is like your trademark right
Yes,
here, huh?
yes.
Yeah.
We started the business with the kaping barako liquor first.
Ay, ay, ay.
And then we can put milk. Is it okay to put milk on it after you taste it?
Uh-oh,
Okay, and I'll guarantee you it's much better than drinking. Oh.
Milk or milk?
Yeah, I brought the... Wow! That's good, man. Yes.
This is almost you know the cold brew, the new cold brew.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
Cold brew, the cold brew with a little bit of sweetness and the alcohol inside. Oh, this is good.
It's good.
And now with milk.
And then with milk.
Yes.
With the milk. Why is Aldrin in Washington State? Does he have
He's working there.
his
He's
business?
an immigrant.
And what kind of work is he doing over there now?
He's working for an oil refinery. He's a chemical engineer.
Chemical engineer.
Yes, and his wife, she's a nurse.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
So is Aldrin going to stay in the U.S. or is he going to come back like so?
Because of your vlogs, he's thinking of coming back
Oh,
his retirement.
I've got to tell you, I get comments from people all the time about like they watch it and they miss the Philippines so much, and they went over there, they established themselves, they made a good living.
so
Now it's
nice.
time to come back home because their way of life, the culture is different between.
Yes, and this place is so nice.
It's good, Ben.
This village is very
So
nice.
you think maybe Aldrin will be one of our neighbors someday soon?
Yes.
Yeah.
He wants to.
What's it?
Yeah. he's
Aldrin,
asking.
call me, call me.
Thank you so much.
Oh, everyone is
Yeah.
perfect. Well, you know what? It took a lot for you to leave your home and come and visit us today and present us with these things.
It's a pleasure.
And I want to thank your brothers so very much in Washington State for sending you. Come and visit. Is there anything you want to say to your brother, by the way?
Yeah.
Hi, Kuya! Andito na ako.
Well, this was a special treat, and again, thank you very much for bringing the samples and doing the presentation with us here today. It was a special treat for us, and I know for you, it was an effort for you to go out of your way to do this.
It's
Right?
my pleasure.
You're probably wondering, what am I doing here? This is my new favorite home office space. You remember when we were building Villa Feliz? I used to hang out in the Bahay Kubo all the time. This is one of my favorite spots underneath the umbrella in the Buddha bamboo behind me. And normally I have the water falling down from the waterfall, and it's just so relaxing back here. And that's what retirement is all about. Well, I'm going to close out from here in my home office right now, where I work from now, because I can. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Oh, but before I do, I owe you one. question that we were talking about earlier today about what is all that noise from the chainsaws. Well, our subdivision is going through an upgrade to make our electrical lines safer, better, try to avoid some of the brownouts we have here in the subdivision. And what happens occasionally is some of the limbs from all those beautiful trees that are very, very close to our electric lines, they fall and they short them out, and then we have the brownouts. Or they harbor things like tuco or biawak and they jump from the tree onto the electrical lines, and they also cause the shorts. So that's what we're doing right now. We're losing a lot of trees, but we're improving the stability of our electric grid here inside the subdivision. I knew I owed you something. Okay, well, I'm going to close from here. I really want to thank Aldrin Perez from Washington State, who reached out and kind of set his sister down here today to give us a little bit of education on liqueurs and let us do some sampling and left us with some really nice gifts. And that's what the Philippine culture, the Philippine people, and the Philippines is all about. It's all about kindness, and I always talk about kindness in so many of my videos. And that's what makes living here such a pleasure. And I want to thank both Aldrin and his sister Kleng for such a wonderful visit today. Well, that's it for today. We have a bunch more stuff on the horizon. We'll get into those when we get into those. Lots of projects here at Villa Feliz, just taking them day by day. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MPID dream heart and the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified if you ring that bell the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, from right here in the Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.